being too cute. Seems like you just keep giving yourself choices, man. Seems like you just keep giving yourself choices. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, technically, I would have to have done this. Technically. Okay. 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 And that thing bounced perfectly at it too. All right. Oh, did he? He lied about those talks? That's interesting. Honestly, I think that, I mean, I'm pretty sure that was done purposely to get the big boys out at those highs. So, who came out and stated that they were lies? It says White House considers Iran parliament speaker as potential U.S. backed leader. You know, I know a lot of people say that, a lot of our leaders are chosen, and I'm pretty sure that's true. But at the end of the day, regardless of who's choosing the leader, the people has have to accept them as the leader, or they won't be able to go out in public. All right. So possible de-escalation in the Middle East, conflicts lifted stocks, blah blah blah. Reversal followed Trump giving Iran until Monday evening. The shift surprised traders given little prior sign. Okay, Iran supreme leader's military advisor. Wars continue until all sanctions are lifted. Okay. Hmm. Most damages to Iran must also be compensated. Netanyahu is concerned about the possibility of America reaching a bad deal with Iran. Netanyahu, huh? Netanyahu, huh? So I wonder. So I wonder. That's also about like 3 or 2 points right there. Yeah. Man, I guess it really depends, man. Cause man. God damn. God damn, gold. Hmm. Yeah. It's crazy how it's crazy what people would do just to protect their public image. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, that's definitely true. Mm. Come on, gold. Push up for me. Hmm. Damn. 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 Hmm. You know, I was just hoping for a bounce here. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Damn. 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 Man, I would have really enjoyed to be a part of that drop. Really enjoyed to be a part of that drop right there. Let's see if it pops up to that 50 EMA, and I'll short it there. If we can get like a rejection from the 50 EMA, I'll short it. Yeah, that's what I like to see right there. 50 EMA put in that work. Knock price down. Come on, price. Of course, 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 gold, of course, of course, of course. All right, man. I mean, that was like the second, third time. Oh shit. Damn. I don't think it's gonna be a fourth time. Damn. Because of this. Shit. That's not even right. Damn, I almost fucked up there. I meant to do very nice. But then that's still. Well, this is what I will say, K Trader. Once I saw that it failed to reject off, I should have just moved my stop. I didn't like, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems like when I'm in it, this thing just bounces immediately. It doesn't even give me time to think about it. It's either I do it or I don't. Mhm. Mm. Oh yeah. Tonight I qualify for another payout with Top Step. So even though today was possibly my worst day of the year so far, I was able to get a payout today. So, or I got a payout locked in with Top Step. Man, I don't know, man. I think this thing's. Uh, mm, man, I don't know, man. This thing act like it wants to short, but I think this thing's gonna pop. I think this thing's gonna pop, man. It's acting like it wants to short, but I don't think it's gonna short. I think we're gonna see a pop above the. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a pop. Mm. Yeah, it definitely was J Stores, dude. I lost about. I'm not proud to say this, but I lost more than 10K today. I lost a lot of money with gold today because of the unwillingness to calm down. The unwillingness to calm down. For whatever reason, I'm trading internal liquidity with gold. I don't know why or when I started doing that, but that's what I'm doing now. I'm trading internal liquidity with gold, and that's not even my strategy. But for whatever reason, I'm just compelled to do it, and that's what I'm doing. And I appreciate that, Cave Trader. I appreciate that. I saw an opportunity for a quick scalp just to get the $100. I got $300 instead. So a good thing I took the profits, because if I held on to it, it definitely would have turned back against me and it would have stopped me out. So I'm glad that I just took. I mean, honestly, on the last day, I'm not even looking for like a trade. I'm just looking for the bare minimum and plus whatever I can get. I think everybody does that. 70 there. Which, I mean, $150 can be the most toughest thing in the world to get sometimes. Hey, what's up, Tony? So, I mean, that was the only saving grace for tonight, is that I'll be taking another 1,100, probably $1,500 from Top Step. I mean, shit, I gave him 3 or 4 already, so buying those damn accounts that I basically just wasted them. Basically wasted them. But just like Cave Trader said, I mean, I was in front of my chart when the market did that shit. I was literally in front of my chart, and I was looking at gold, and I had Nasdaq on the other screen, and I was looking at the price action, thinking about, like, man, maybe I should get into this short. Man, maybe I should get into a short. That's what I told myself. And then out of nowhere, the market just makes this massive move higher. I was looking at it on gold. And I was like, dude, as soon as I told myself, if I got into this damn thing, it's going to probably drop. It kept going. And then I looked over to the Nasdaq and I was like, damn, what the hell happened? But obviously this candle was short-lived. I mean, obviously the news was the driver of this move. But what fueled it was all these stops. So anybody that was short, the Nasdaq literally grabbed and stopped everybody that was short above 725. It literally swiped the liquidity above 725. So, man, bears just can't get a win. So apparently Trump was misleading about what he said about peace talks. Iran came and said, nah, we want to be compensated and the war will continue. And now we're getting what I believe is probably going to be the retracement of this news move. But I wouldn't be surprised if the market continues to go higher, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I'm looking at the Qs right now, and it does appear that the Qs have found support at the 21 EMA, but it is finding resistance at this gamma level at 590. So we'll see what happens. But I feel that if we can get a breakout, then we can see the continuation. There's no order blocks. There's really no gamma levels up in not until about 595, 600. So, and you can see that. I mean, they swept puts at the end of the day, though. They swept puts, and they also swept calls too. So I mean, I don't know. They were sweeping calls and they were sweeping puts. So these expired already. So never mind. So I guess these are just end of day, just moves towards the end of the day. But end of day scalps. All right, these ones. So these puts actually expire tomorrow. This call. So 590 calls, huh? So they bought 588 strikes at when price was at 590. So they're looking for price to obviously to push higher tomorrow. But it's very interesting that everybody bought calls throughout the day in the market, obviously. So the market stopped. So if you bought calls after 10 p.m., they got fucked. So all these calls expired worthless. Every single one of them expired worthless because the market just went, well, maybe on let me look at the Qs. Let me look. Because I'm looking at the Nasdaq, but yeah, I mean, it went down. I mean, there's no reason. Yeah, I mean, let me see. So this candle was... So this candle is at 865. Yeah. Oh, that's after hours. Okay, yeah, I mean, calls worked, I guess. If you bought them at the right time, they worked. Yeah, I guess they worked. A lot of the calls were after 10 p.m. So actually, no, the calls didn't work. If they were selling premium, then they probably made money. It's highly unlikely that they bought calls, short-term calls, and made money because the market would have to move a significant amount. And it didn't. The market popped up probably like once and then it dropped. And that's the one thing about options, man. You just have to be in and out. It's not the price that's going to get you paid, it's the volatility. If you see if there's a spike in volatility in IV, that's what actually gets you paid with options. That was the one thing that I had to learn the hard way because I thought, well, I mean, technically, if it's volatility and price and price is going into your strike is going in the money, then yeah. But if there's a lot of volatility, you don't have to have you don't have to have it go in the money. The volatility itself would be make it profitable. And you can close out. I wish I understood that when I trade options. It's interesting that I understand options a lot better now when I don't trade them anymore. I find that very interesting, but when I was trading option, I had no clue what I was doing. I was straight gambling. Straight gambling on SPY calls, SPY puts. But you know what? Maybe maybe what I can do? All right, so this is what I would do. On the next payout, I'm going to take a portion of that payout. Well, I guess I could do it with this payout. No, I'm going to do it with the next payout. All right. With the next payout, I'll probably have a $500 option account. I would have to do the since it's a smaller account, I would have to buy out of the money calls and hope for price to go into going to money or get a volatility push. But no, I can't do that. Putting $500 in an option account. That's about 2 or 3 evals. I mean, I can't do that. I can't ever justify that. I can't just throw away $500. I can turn that $500 into multiple $2,000 payouts. Yeah, no, I can't do it. And then plus, all right. So let's just say that if I traded Qs, sometimes I amaze myself at how I do that. So I just noticed that, honestly, I don't know why I put a limit at 369. And I moved it because I was like, why did I put a limit there? And I guess my intuition, it's like, why did I put a limit here? And I guess I should have kept it there. Hey, what's up, Katie? Yeah, I feel that way, but yeah, gold pulled a Nasdaq, and I actually had a setup that I was waiting for going into the next session, and gold said, "Nah, we're gonna do it now." Gold hit my limit order at the end of the session. I mean, there was no limit order there, but I was hoping that it would save this drop for the next session. I mean, it was an easy setup. You got price breaking structure right here because this is the major. Actually, let me talk about it. Let me talk about it. So this is the major low. This is the major high at the time. Obviously, we had price pushing higher. The bulls failed to take out this high. The bulls failed to take out that high. So they failed, and the bears took out this low. And then we saw the continuation. So this is the new trading range right here, because this is the leg that breaks structure to the downside. It breaks that major low. And you can see it. There's a range right there. And this is where I was hoping for price to come back into. Right there. That's where I was looking to participate at. I was watching for this range, and I was like, hopefully the market doesn't do this thing, and I can have an easy trade going into the next session. And as I was coming back to my desk, rubbing my hands like, yeah, I'm about to set a limit there, the market does this shit at the end of the day. And I was like, damn. You said, what do I think about the NQ? Well, it really depends. Let's look at our daily chart first. Let's look at our daily. Well, I would agree with that. I would agree. At least on the daily chart, it looks like this is your major low. So that's your major low. This would be the major high. We had price failing to hold above this high. They tried breaking above it multiple times. And so now, I guess, since they've swiped the liquidity above that high and failed to continue higher, now the next thing to do is take out the liquidity underneath that low. The question is, if we get price to trade underneath this low, will we see the market swipe the liquidity and push back up? Or do we see a continuation to the downside? That's the question. That is the question. Yeah, shit, knowing Nasdaq, man, that's exactly what she's probably planning on doing. But I'm very curious to see what gold does, and this is why. On the options, gold options. I mean, like gold futures. I mean, this is bearish as hell. This is bearish. But for whatever reason, I'm looking at the gold options chart. I'm looking at GLD. It's looking kind of bullish. Or at least that candle looks kind of bullish. I think it's what, an ETF. Actually, never mind. As soon as I turn this thing off, as soon as I switch it and I switch it back, the gamma levels will probably be gone. I don't know why it's not showing up though. Spider Gold Trust. I wonder why that's not showing up here. I'm surprised the gamma levels are working. I'm surprised. You got the options. We got gold hovering above the 21, the short and medium term EMA, as if it's about to push higher. Now, I mean, we do have the long term EMA sloping down, and price could potentially just tap it, and then we can see a rejection. But that's kind of bullish right there for the options. So I'm interested to see what gold does. Interested to see if we get a pop before a continuation down, which is highly likely. I mean, we had a big move down, so it's highly likely that we'll probably see the market continue downward. Or I'm sorry, pop up before it continues downward. Okay, I gotta stop doing it. I gotta stop doing it. Trading that internal liquidity. It doesn't work. Stop doing it. It doesn't work. Or I guess what I should say is that it's just not consistent. It chops up before it drops. I think Bitcoin actually pushed higher too. Let's see if it actually gave back its move. I think this is a unicorn model right here. I think that's the unicorn, right? When you have a fair value gap in a breaker block in the same area, isn't that like a unicorn? So theoretically, if price were to trade into this area, you have a fair value gap, you have a bearish breaker block that's now a bullish breaker block, and there should be buyers in this area for a move higher on Bitcoin. I mean, price is leaving an order block right here. Fair value gap, bullish breaker block. We're seeing a rejection from the bearish order block back into this area, so we'll see. Looks like the bears kind of defended. So what, we went to the lows of 62,000? And then we went lower than that. 59,000. Wow. This thing got all the way to 59,000 before the bulls decided to step back up. But it's going to be a tough time for Bitcoin to get back up to 100K. It's going to be a tough time. Damn. Okay. And y'all ask me why I fight the trend. Because of this. This is why. That is why. Damn. Damn. That shit just happened so damn fast, man. It happened so fast. It happened so fast. Damn, that shit happened just so fast. The strong pushes up like this, the stop runs. they can be very addictive. Being a part of a stop run higher, while the market is just running these stops, it can definitely be addictive. Hmm. And I swear, just switches up so freaking much. Hmm. 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 Man, okay. Well, I mean, if it comes all the way back down here, comes all the way back, because I mean, it's gonna probably fill that gap right there. Gonna probably fill that gap. Or it could probably go back to 18. Hmm. Well, goddamn. Hmm. Mm. Mm. I had a feeling that Gold was gonna do that. I had a feeling. My God, man, you couldn't let my position win. You couldn't let me win, Gold. You couldn't let me win. Mm. 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 Shit, honestly, after the day that I've had, I mean, that's interesting. Okay, I was about to say. Mm. Mm. Trading this internal liquidity. Oh yeah. All right. So I think at least around 350, it should be a hot spot. There's a bunch of buyers sitting at 350 right now on Bookmap. So I think if it taps 350, then I think we see a reaction. I think we see a reaction at 350 if we tap it. I'm gonna buy it at 350. And shit, I guess if we get the 350, I guess. Well, I guess the real question is not that if we get to the 350, is when we get to 350. Because it's going to get to 350. Okay. Well, I guess maybe not. Okay. Damn. Damn, gold is like that? Damn. Damn, gold? It's like that? Okay. I mean, that's the move I was looking for, so I don't know if I want to buy it down here. I don't know if I won't buy it. That was the move I was looking for right there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it to myself. I don't know. I really don't. Don't know. I don't know. The amount of self-sabotage right now is insane. The amount of self-sabotage is insane. And this entire day I've been... dude, I don't know. I don't know. Damn. Self-sabotage. I mean, if this thing rejects, that'll be a double top rejection. Man... I know that there's a lot of buyers sitting at 350, but man, that's a hard buy right there. That's a hard buy. Damn, gold is like that. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna buy 350. That's the move I'm looking for. It took out that high. If it fails, it's highly unlikely that buyers hold that. It's highly unlikely. Okay. I mean, we got a high at 89. I mean, did they reject it at 87? Did they reject it here? Or do we see a squeeze higher? I really want to get in at this area right here with this range and this breaker structure to the downside. This is where I really want to get in. But you think so? You think it's a dead cat bounce, K trade? I mean, this move is turning bears into buyers. Is transitioning bears into buyers, sellers into buyers. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hmm. 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 Oh. I mean, I doubt that they hold this, but since I'm in the practice account and shit, the liquidity is still sitting there at 350. So we'll see if order flow is going to win. We're going to see if order flow. Now, I will say this. I did see two good trades today. I was just looking at Bookmap, and the market actually bounced at the where the liquidity was. I was actually surprised. Oh shit! I didn't even see that. What? I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that. What? Mm. I think that's like the most frustrating part because it can do it anywhere. It can do it at any. I mean, that was a double top rejection and then pull back. Mm. Damn, it's like they're trying to avoid this 350 got the liquidity is still sitting there, but it seems like for whatever reason price is just avoiding it. I think at one point in time, Katie, markets correlate and then decorrelate from each other. Because at one point in time, a good strategy was if the Nasdaq was long, then you should short gold. That is no longer the case. That's no longer the case. Honestly, I guess it has to depend on the context of it. If gold is going up, or I'm sorry, if crude is going up, does that mean the dollar is going up? Because if the dollar is going down and then if crude's going down, then gold is going to go up. Let's look at the Dixie, I guess. Let's see what it's doing. The dollar. Okay, so yeah, if gold is going, I mean, the dollar is going up. Let's look at it overall, I guess. Let's look at a daily chart. Yeah. I feel that, well, we all know that commodities are sensitive to any geopolitical event because these are actually tangible items that can be delivered. We're gambling CL contracts, gold contracts. We're gambling this in order to get a payout. Day trading is considered gambling, especially with commodities. Especially with commodities. This is gambling that we're doing. We're getting in and out intraday. And futures is literally a long-term instrument, mostly used for hedging. So obviously gold is being, or oil is being affected by what's going on in Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, obviously. So right now, CL is not necessarily moving off of anything logical. It's moving off of the latest news headline. They're talking about $200 a barrel. Crude is going to go up. And crude is going to continue to go up as long as the Strait of Hormuz is closed, as long as oil is going to have a hard time getting to where it needs to go. If expenses increases, you better bet that the expenses are going to be passed on to the consumer, because energy is something that you can't negotiate with. You need energy. And if it's going to cost me more to transport that energy to you, well, you better believe I'm gonna make you pay for that shit. So, as long as what's happening over there is happening, CL is just going to have. Obviously, they're trying to push this thing down, but this thing is going to pop. Obviously, they're suppressing it. It's obviously being suppressed. It's obviously being suppressed. But, that's a good thing that they're suppressing it. It's a good thing. Like I said, we're just day trading these contracts. But we don't want to go to the pump and have to pay like $10 a gallon like California. From what I've seen, they're up at like 8 or 9, which is insane. I would hate to live in California. You just have so much to deal with in California. No disrespect to anybody that lives in California, but man, y'all go through a lot. Y'all guys go through a lot. Okay. And New York goes through a lot too. I'm glad I visited New York before it just went to hell. New York has been or is my top 10. I think New York is probably or I had a good experience when I was in New York. So from that experience, I really enjoyed New York. I love the energy out there. It literally does feel like a different planet. It literally does. The one thing I didn't like was when I was walking past the Galleria, there was literally a rat crawling on top of the pizza. It's literally a rat on top of the pizza. I was like, oh my God. But I mean, that's normal up there. I mean, shit, you have to. I mean, if you live in New York, you got to share your food with rats. I mean, they're everywhere. They can't get rid of them. Uh, you just know that the food that you're eating, it's 9 times out of 10, rats have hugged up on it. So, I mean, that was the only thing I didn't particularly care for. And the trash alongside of the road, I'm pretty sure that's gotten worse. Yeah, yeah. And everybody's trying to hustle out there. Everybody's trying to hustle, and everybody's aggressive. But what's normal out there is or maybe I must have just went during like an anime convention, but it just seemed like every other person was dressed up as their favorite anime character, which was very interesting to see. And they were just walking down the street with their anime cosplay on. Mm. Well, it looks like they're playing at this level. I was about to say, I was like, dang. Well, I guess. All right, so I guess I can kind of trust. I can trust the order flow on gold because this thing literally tapped 350, even though it was playing at it. It was playing at 350, and we got a nice bounce. There's still orders sitting at 350. I'm gonna show you guys. So we could see a double tap of 350, maybe. We still. Ooh, God dang it. We still got price, or we still got a lot of liquidity sitting at 350. So, I mean, they tapped 350 and look at this bounce. Already up 9 points, or was up 9 points. Interesting. Maybe I should start trusting the order flow on gold then. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna end it here. This is it for me. Again, I did get a payout today. I did qualify for a payout, even after having the horrible day that I had. I'm just glad that I'm just so glad that I set up my risk settings before I had the horrible day that I had today because my accounts would have been gone. Look at that. 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 Look at that move. So that got up to about 12 points right there so far. That was about a 12-point play. Yeah. 12-point play so far. I mean, like I said, this might come crashing back down, but I mean, it tapped into that liquidity perfectly. And then we got this big move higher. Interesting. All right. So, all right. I know Red Kid asked me, do I look at Bookmap? And then I should look at it. And that's when I started to really look at it when he suggested it. And I'm glad I did because wow. 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 Mind blown. And yeah, are you talking about this money right here? Yeah. See, I listen to you guys. I might not listen to the guy. Well, I mean, if I'm on tilt, I mean, I'm gonna take in what you guys say, but I'm on tilt. I'm not. It's not even a logical. It's not even logical at that point. It's definitely out for revenge. But I do take in what y'all guys say though. And yeah, that 350 entry with Bookmap, shit, 12 points. 12 points, 12 points and 7 ticks, so 127 ticks. You know what I'm interested to see is what they do right here. They're gonna okay. Because I mean they still got orders sitting right there. I wonder if they're gonna flush it. I mean it looks like it's gonna flush it, but I mean there's still orders sitting right here, so maybe they're just coming back to fill it. Maybe, I don't know. Fill those orders just resting right there. Interesting. Order flow for the win, huh? Order flow for the win. And yeah, I did learn something. So I don't know how I missed it. I may have gotten a payout and traded and realized that, oh shit, I qualified for a payout, but I had 6 winning days. I didn't know it. And I took a payout. And you know, with Top Step, you need 5 winning days. So even though I had 6 winning days and I didn't take a payout on that 5th day, regardless, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, but I didn't really think about it like this, but it makes sense. And I guess for those that, anyway, whenever you take a payout, obviously everything starts over. So even if you had 10 winning days and you take a payout on the 10th day, obviously after that payout, your 5 days reset. So it doesn't ever make sense to ever allow your account to get past that 5th day without taking a payout. Let's take the payout. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, again, I do appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. With that said, peace out, everybody.